Good morning. I was hoping you would throw me a prayer because today is the final for my police academy test, and I am nervous as all nervous can be.
Juan, you're the guy I've been talking to for the last, few months about this?
Yeah, I started back in January.
Yeah, and he's been sending me pictures, and he's been working his way through the police academy. Now's the big day. Well, yeah, we'll throw you a prayer, man. Here you go. High five emoji.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you all so much.
Good luck, and if you ever pull me over, you got to let me go.
All right, well, you have to come to Louisiana, but, I got you.
No problem. All right, thanks. Thanks for listening, Juan. Good luck. Speaking of getting pulled over, what happened with you, Suzette?
Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. So I'm getting ready to take my nephews and their friends to the movie theaters. We want to go watch The Curse of La Llorona. So I went to go pick up my nephews at my sister's house. I get there, I'm talking to everyone. We're like, all right, let's go. I'm like super excited. Every time I have my nephews or my niece, I'm like pumped. I want to be like the cool tia, So we get in the car. As soon as we pull out of my sister's street, the street she lives on, somebody was pulled over. We see the cop lights on, and I see the car, and I'm like, ooh, busted. And all my nephews are laughing. I'm like, man, that sucks. So we get to a light. It's a red light. I'm going to turn left, and Mr. Baby he's on the passenger seat. He's trying to connect the Bluetooth to my sister's car. I had to take her car because my car is way too small. We wouldn't fit. He's trying to connect the Bluetooth, and it won't let us because it has to be on park. So I parked the car. We're waiting for the left for the green arrow, and we connect the Bluetooth, and we're like, perfect. So the arrow turns green, and I can't take the car out of park. So I'm like trying to figure it out, and I start to panic because I have a car behind me. I'm trying to put it on drive, and I can't. And so it turns yellow, and it turns red. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to, obviously wait. And I end up putting it on drive. Finally, it turns green again. We turn, and the cop car that was behind me that had pulled over the other car gets behind me and pulls me over. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is instant karma. I'm so sorry.
You're the kids going, exposed, roasted.
And they were nervous. They were like, oh my God, what's going to happen? So he pulls me over, walks up to the passenger side, and he's like, you know why I pulled you over? And I heard that you're not supposed to admit that you did something wrong, that you're supposed to be like, no, I have no idea. But I'm like, that's going to sound stupid because I knew exactly what I did. So I look at him, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, you were looking at your phone. You went through a whole cycle, and you were looking at your phone. And I was like, no, I wasn't looking at my phone. This isn't my car. This is my sister's car. I had it on park, and I was trying to put it on drive, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. It was like weird. It's like one of those where it's like almost like digital.
Yeah, a lot of it must be newer because it doesn't have just you got to press buttons.
Yes, there was like 5 buttons.
I'm not
I couldn't figure it out.
I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, neither am I after this. And so I explained everything, and he's like, okay. He looks back, he sees the kids, takes my license, takes the car registration, the insurance, and he takes forever. So I'm like, oh, we're going to miss the movie. Like, at that point, I didn't even care. I was just like, I don't want a ticket. So he comes back, and he gives me a warning. But I was telling the kids, I'm like, this is a lesson. Like, instant karma. Don't laugh at anybody that was pulled over.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just laughing, and they were like, karma, that sucks for you. And I'm like, shut up.
You're like, it's coming to you next, man. Did you learn anything?
I know. Exactly. But no, we made it to the movie on time. So.
And how was it?
It was, okay, I was terrified the entire time. So I had my ears like plugged and my eyes covered majority of the time. But Mr. Baby didn't think it was scary at all.
What are the kids?
I felt so bad because 2 of those kids weren't my sisters. They were like just my nephew's friends, and they had their feet up. They had their hoodies on, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna terrify these. I'm gonna like traumatize these kids. But I had one of my youngest nephew next to me, and he was like holding on to my arm when I was trying to hold on to Mr. Baby. Like I felt like I needed to be like, hey, can you let go?
So, but was it a good movie?
It was good. I thought it was like a lot of the things that happened were I didn't see it coming whatsoever. Like
some lady told me she was watching another movie at a drive-in, and all she could hear were people screaming at the other theater watching La Llorona.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's jumpy. It gets you. It stays
I'm not into
quiet
that
for a long time.
I'll pass.